else. So, okay, let's just proceed with the last part of the presentation. All right. ATLAS.ti has some automatic and AI-based features that can help you to do some coding. It means that it can help you identify quotations and then code the quotations for you. Or the first option is text search, which is quite interesting because from the beginning you will be controlling everything. And so basically I like that feature. The rest, to me, they are just something that could be helpful, could not be helpful. It's up to you how to just look at that. So we start with text search, which is quite interesting, and it's very simple. You just need to click on the text search button. All right, now from here, if you want to search any of the documents for anything, you can just select them. You can select the documents or the document groups. It's up to you. For right now, I'm just going to select one of these documents. All right, and then I select continue. Now I can ask ATLAS.ti to search for sentences, words, paragraphs, or exact matches. And I can simply define my search criteria here. So for example, I ask ATLAS.ti to find all the paragraphs that contain the term leadership, all right, and just show it to me. Very simple. So the result is 16 quotations, as you can see, right? There are 16 paragraphs in this particular document which contain the name leadership. So if you look at that, you can scroll everything. So the first one is not basically a paragraph, as you can see. So you can just ignore that. But the rest are in fact paragraphs that contain the term leadership, all right? As you can see here. Now you can apply some codes to this, all right? Let me see whether I can delete this from the search results, Finder or search results. So it doesn't allow me to delete this particular one, but it's okay. Let me just focus on the first one. So I just select the second one. I just click on that and then I click apply codes. Now I can define a new code to apply to this particular quotation, or I can use any of the existing codes and apply it to this particular quotation. So for this one, I'm just defining a new code, which is leadership, and I just apply it to this particular quotation, as you can see. All right. There should be something for us to apply this to, I think, all the codes. Let me see whether I can find it, or maybe it's for other features. I don't know. I think for this one, for search and text search, you have to look at each paragraph or each quotation individually, because I cannot see any options here that enables you to apply to apply any codes to all of these. So what you need to do is to just check them. If you want to see them in the context of the file, you can simply click on this, and then it is open here. So this is the quotation that has been identified. I mean the paragraph that contains the term leadership. So I just go back here. If I want, I can apply that code to this. So I just select leadership. No, not this one, the third one. So I can also consider applying codes from here. So I select leadership and apply it to this particular one. So now we can see that leadership has been used to code this. So you can scroll until the end of this search result, and in case that you think leadership can be assigned to any of these as a new code, you can simply apply that code into this. So it just search for you, identify the paragraphs for you, and then you can apply all of those codes. I mean, whatever code you want, you can apply to that particular quotation. So this is how text search works. Any questions?
Can you repeat this?
Of course. We just do a new search. This time I'm just going to maybe select the other file. I click continue. And then I want to find all the sentences which contain the term. What term? Let me see what we have in that file, because I don't know. I have forgotten that the content. Oh, it's about leaders, leadership. Let me see. Let's focus on maybe leader. All right. So let's focus on finding all sentences which contain the term leader. You can add multiple or you can add, other search terms as well. All right. So for example, leader, or maybe develop. All right. Then if I click on show results, you can see that there are 6 sentences here. So one of them is this one. I remember this time I just selected sentences, not paragraphs. So if I want to apply any codes to this, I can simply click on apply codes. I can define a new code, or I can select any of the existing codes and apply it to this particular sentence. Is it clear? So for this one, I can, for example, use the code leader. I just apply it. Next is this one. Oh, sorry, when you select leader, it is applied to all of them. Oh, I made a mistake. I thought maybe it is applied to one of them. I mean, each one at a time. But no, it is not like that. It is applied to all of these sentences. Is it clear? Yeah.
Just clarification. This is only good for Word docs. Like it won't.
Of course, both the audio files, video files, it doesn't work. As long as your document is not in textual format, you cannot do this. So this is just for textual documents, including PDF and Microsoft Word documents, or maybe web pages, tweets, Twitter, comments in social media, all of this. Also, it might also need a kind of refinement. For example, when you define and apply the code to this, maybe some of these sentences are not really an important data segment. So if this is the case, you can simply delete this particular code from them. For example, this one, to me, it is not an important data segment. So I just click on this minus sign here and remove the code leader from this paragraph. Is it clear? Let's look at this one. For example, this one is something that to me, it's not a good quotation. It's not a kind of important sentence. So I just click on this minus sign and remove it. So remember, when you apply codes, it is applied to all of them. Then you can simply check and delete whatever, any of those identified quotations from the search result. Is it clear? All right. Next, this one, forget about it. It's about language, mission language, and something like that. So basically, it's not important. The other one is named entity recognition, and basically, entity here refers to locations, persons, and these things. So let me just select one document, maybe this article. Now here you can see that ATLAS.ti can automatically identify the name of the people in this document, any locations, any organizations, or some miscellaneous things. So I don't want this. Maybe I just focus on organizations, locations, and people. I want all of the paragraphs that contain the name of a person, the name of a location, or the name of an organization. Is it clear? You can change this to sentences as well. So I just changed this to sentence. And then I just click continue. All right, so here you can see that, for example, Ali is the name of a person, 2 matches for this particular thing. So I just select this to be included. This one, American, is not an organization. I just don't select this. This one is the name of a person, not a location. I correct it to be a to be the name of a person. Atan, I don't know what it is. Australian is not a organization. AV Bachra, I think this might be the name of someone. Beige, name of someone, Bensler, behavior, okay. So I just select this one to be included, this one to be included. Baker, all right. Boston is the name of a location, so I just select this. Canada is the name of a location, so I just select that, all right. So there are a lot of other things. I just make it simple. I just select a few of these, all right, and then I can select, I can click on show results, and now here you can see the results. And if you want, you can apply all of these proposed codes to these particular results. So if I click on apply proposed code, organization Bensler, of course it's not organization, Bensler is the name of a famous statistician, but anyways, let's assume that it is the name of an organization. So as long as at the moment I click on this, all of these proposed codes will be applied to these quotations. So I just click on this. I can select all codes. I can click, or even I can select a few of them. Maybe I just apply Boston. So you can see that only this one has been applied here because this is the only sentence in that document which contains the name of Boston as a location. So I can continue with other things, maybe Canada. I just select that and you can see that basically this is another one. If I want, I can apply all of this. And then you can see that all of these paragraphs have been coded with the proposed codes. Is it clear? So this is another thing. So if you are focusing on the name of people, locations, and organizations, and you want to identify sentences and paragraphs which contain the name of these entities, then you can use this named entity recognition. Again, what is important is that you verify everything, because we didn't check these sentences. I told you, I'm just showing you, I'm just demonstrating the technique. Obviously, you have to go through all of these to verify everything, because this is something that is done by a computer. Is it clear? Next, we have sentiment analysis. And basically, it's about emotions. Some of the emotions of the context, emotions of the content. Some in the content. Some of the sentences might be positive, some of them might be negative, some of them might be neutral. So ATLAS.ti can identify those positive, negative, and neutral sentences from a psychological perspective. Okay? So if I go for sentiment analysis, you can see that again, I can select any of the documents or document groups. But anyways, just bear in mind that it should be a textual document, all right? So I just select maybe this article. I click continue. Now I can again select sentences or paragraphs, and I want the sentiment code could be positive, neutral, and negative. If I don't want neutral, I can delete that. So all of the positive and negative sentences with positive and negative sentiment will be identified. All right? So I just select all of them and let's see the results. Okay, 115 sentences, right? So basically ATLAS.ti is proposing that this is something positive. These are all positive. This one is a sentence that seems to be a neutral sentence. This is a negative sentence. Maybe it's because there is one no here. Can you see that? There is no conflict of interest between the authors. So that's why it has been identified as a negative sentiment sentence. You get my point? But obviously it is not true. That's why I'm telling you that whatever computer does for you, you have to verify it yourself. All right? So I just apply all of these, maybe positive, all of these codes, and then all of these quotations will be coded with these. And immediately, of course, you can see all of these under the code section. So just look at here, we have for the sentiment, we identified 115 quotations, if you remember. And then you can see that 16 are negative quotations, 42 are neutral, and 57 are positive. If I double click on that, you can see all of those quotations. So if it's not relevant, you can delete that code from this quotation. So if I just click this, you will see that that coding is removed from here. Is it clear? Yes? So this is sentiment analysis. And another thing is AI summaries, something that might be interesting. It's just something that summarizes a text for you. It's just a summarizer. So there are a lot of online tools also you can use it to summarize it. You have this feature in ATLAS.ti as well. So for example, if I want to summarize this article, I just select it. I just click on summarize. All right, ATLAS.ti is telling me that, okay, the text content of the selected document will be uploaded to OpenAI for processing. If you don't agree with this, basically you cannot do that. So your file will be uploaded to the cloud to be processed. All right. If I just click on summarize, we just need to wait for a short while.
So is it safe if our file?
Of course, it's safe. It's safe. There is no problem with that. Hey, can you just give me one moment to respond to this message? It's important. دکتر جان سلام، خوب هستی؟ قربونت برم. من سر کارم توی ورکشاپ. خیلی ممنون از لطفت. اگر اینوری بیایی که قدم رو پیشش، وگرنه که من شب خودم میام ازت میگیرم، یا اینکه اصلا شب بیا پیش ما، هر جوری که صلاح می‌بینی. من دیگه الان پیام تو نمیتونم جواب بدم، ولی اومدی اینجا دیگه قطعا میبینم اگر اومدی، اگرم نه که شب میبینم. فدای تو، قربانت خدا. Okay, now this is a summary of that particular document. So basically this is what has been done by AI. And note that this summary is now saved in as a memo. See? So if you want this to be, if you want to analyze this summary, you can simply convert it into a document. Am I right? And then you can code this. So this is another feature which is AI summaries. There is another thing which is AI coding. Let's just have a look at that. Again, you need to select a few documents, one or a few documents. I just select this document, and then I click on Start Coding to see what AI has to offer to us. As you can see, the file should be uploaded to the cloud. All right, so 13 codes in 5 categories have been proposed by AI. If I click on these triangles, you can see all of those codes. So if all of them are relevant to your research, you can select, you can consider them. If some of them are not related to your research, you can just remove them like this. And then if I click apply, these codes are applied to these 4 quotations that have been identified here. Can you see that? Is it clear? That's crazy, but I told you, whatever AI or computer does for us, we really need to verify that. We really need to verify that. So let me just click on apply codes. And then here you can see that there are four newly created quotations, and 11 codes were created and applied to these 4, as you can see here. And then if I click on done, it's done. So you can see everything in the results. But remember, since these, whatever I did is applied here. So you can see that all of these AI codings, automatic codings now are displayed in your Explorer. All right. So maybe when you want to do this AI coding, maybe you save your project first, you do this AI coding, and then if it is fine, you save it. If it is not fine, you just don't save it, because everything is added to what you already have. All right, is it clear? Okay, another one is intentional AI coding, and this is something that seems to be a little bit better comparing with AI coding, because at least you can provide AI with some questions, some intentions, so that AI knows what you want. So this is I think the last thing that I'm going to explore here for you. So let's just focus on this file. Next. And now you can simply write your intentions here. Just look at this, input your intention and let AI generate questions and code categories. Adding additional context about your project, documents, or specific aspects can improve results. So I don't know what that article is all about. Let me cancel this and let me see the article first, because I want to ask something meaningful. Oh, it's about emotions. All right. So let's go to intentional AI coding, article 2. Next, affective states, maybe emotions, something like that. And then we ask AI to generate some questions for us. Oh, why? Am I connected to internet? Yes. Let's do it again. Oh, it was not, I think, uploaded in the cloud first. So let's do that. All right, next. And it worked while generating intentional coding questions. Okay, can you try? Do you also get the same message? You get the same message?
No.
No?
Now I have some questions.
Questions on code categories.
But for me, I think AI doesn't like me. All right, so why? Let me close the project and open it again. I don't save this.
But I was told that the AI request is too large. Maybe part of the AI reference is too large.
My good get
No, too large.
change.
Okay. Tell me something about ebb and flow. Flow is correct. Page ebb and flow of emotions. Emotions. Academic lecturers. Emotions.
Just didn't like it.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, it didn't really like my question. All right, so now AI has provided a few questions and a few code categories for you. If you want, if you like these questions and these code categories, you can proceed. You can add some more questions to get more knowledge about the document that you are asking AI to analyze for you. So basically, based on what I wrote for AI, these are the 3 questions that have been generated. If you don't like these questions, you can remove them. If you want, you can add a question here. It's up to you. All right. So you can add questions, and here also you can see the emotions. I mean the category code that has been proposed for them. All right. So I don't want to add more questions. Let's just do this. Let's do the coding. All right, so these are the 3 code categories, and also you can see a lot of codes under them. So emotion influencers, so these are some codes under this code category. This code category means something like a code group, or not a code group, means a main code with some subcodes under that, something like this. So if you don't like some of them, or they don't seem to be meaningful for you, you can remove some of them. As you can see, it's very simple. From here, maybe I don't want age to be a code, or maybe credibility or information. And then from the other one, also the last one, maybe age. So you can simply remove whatever you want, and then click on apply, so that all of these codes are applied. So you can see a summary of the results. 55 quotations have been identified in this particular document based on the questions, those 3 questions that were developed by AI based on my intention. Is it clear? And then 209 codes have been created here that have been applied to these 55 quotations. So if I click done, all of these codes will be applied to here. So here you can see that is the main code category. As you can see, these are all of the codes. For example, for this one, anxiety, there are 2 quotations. So these are the 2 quotations coded with this. The groundedness value is 2. You can see the groundedness value for all of them as well. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to give you this word frequency is similar to that particular word cloud, and these things are important. The rest also not much important. I mean, they just give you some ideas about what you have in your documents, but obviously in a rigorous research you have to read everything yourself. So I think this should be enough. I'm just going to give you maybe 10 minutes of time so that you just play with these features to see how they work. And then after that, we will do a mini project. Okay, any questions? Okay, all right.